Hey everybody, what's going down? Dreamcast 84 here yet again. Let's make this one a quick one, right? We got an uncommon controller here. Now, we talked about this briefly for the Spider-Man review, where the audio lag and all that stuff was happening, but this is the, I would say, rare 200 toy controller. It's called the 200 toy controller. And as you can see, there is a little plastic hemisphere, like, it's not even a controller. I mean, it's not even an analog stick. It's just a thing, and it's not a trackball. It's not. It doesn't. It looks like a trackball, but it's not. And let me just go ahead and show you pictures of this while I read about it, because I have a Sega Retro page up here right now. It's segaretro.org. Now, let me just read straight from it. So let me quote segaretro.org. The controller by 200 Toy is a third-party Sega Dreamcast controller released in 2000. Unique to this controller is the removal of a traditional analog stick in favor of an analog hemisphere, and that's in quotes. A half-spherical piece of plastic which moves more like a trackball. Unlike a trackball, however, this method of control does not rotate a full 360 degrees in all directions, leaving it somewhere in between the aforementioned control schemes. From a technical perspective, it moves much the same as the base of an analog stick. Also offered are two extra L and R face buttons and some basic turbo features, as well as a variety of color options. Working versions of these controllers are not common. The substitute for the analog stick is prone to failure, resulting in little or no feedback to the Dreamcast console. I disagree with that. I think that some games just simply don't support it. So you might have this controller and think that it doesn't work, but you just don't have the right games that work for it. Some Dreamcast peripherals are like that. And when it comes to color options, I saw a video on, it was PC Wizard Dreamcastic channel. I'm not sure if he has a thumbnail or whatever. I could probably find a picture of the guy's face, but I'm pretty sure he was holding the same color. And every time I see this, I saw this on Sega Retro, it has the same color too. Although the box shows like a blue and I believe like a red or a pink, green. Yeah, the box has blue on the back. Yeah, green, this smoke kind of clear, kind of gray clear. Yeah, it's like pink, blue, green, and clear, and I'm very happy with this color that I got here. And you may or may not be seeing the photos still that I have here. And yeah, I'm just going to talk about this controller, which I already am. And then I guess I'll show you the next game that I'm getting ready to review, see if it works for a racing game. But it does not work for Speed Devils. I remember the PC Wizard said that it doesn't. And I can vouch for that. It does not work with Speed Devils. I like the little cardboard pieces that they had in the VMU slots. And it's pretty cool. I like the way it feels. It feels really good in the hands. Kind of hugs my big hands very well. And yeah, it's just a very uncommon controller. What else can I say? The little end piece, the little plug-in piece here, it looks slightly different. All of, most third-party controllers have like unique little markings and stuff. I think that's cool. There's an auto button, an auto switch. That's cool. I kind of like that the L and R buttons, they're kind of on the faceplate too, so that's cool. The buttons feel kind of cheap. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know where the little audio hole is, but I get pretty good audio synced with the video on this tablet. I'm very happy with this tablet. And the D-pad ain't nothing to write home about. But I just love stuff where you can see the inner workings of the console itself with the little circuit board and everything. I think it's really neat looking. I like seeing, you can see there's a cable right there and everything. You probably already seen all of the photos. This is in used condition, but it works. I can see where people put it on a table or something, but they didn't value it back in the day. But I'm going to keep it in a little box. I'm glad to have the little box. It's pretty cool. For having an uncommon controller, to have it in the box is pretty sweet. I took pictures of the box, so I don't really feel like I need to put it in the box and put it in front of the camera. But yeah, 5 minutes in. whatever, I can just try to show some footage of me trying to play Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, and if that doesn't work, I'll just shove another game in the system and see if that works. So, yeah, let's do that. We are reviewing Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. So, you know, I mean, we're doing that for the next review. I mean, so I'm just going to, like, kneel here in the corner and try to show you as best I can how I got my hands positioned on this controller. And I'm not sure if this works, but maybe I can get a close-up of my hands on the controller and do it that way. Maybe I can use my other camera, but I'm just improvising, doing what I can here. Yeah, the glare on the TV is kind of bothering me. But you can probably make out mostly what's going on. Yeah, it does bug me. It bugged me a lot. But what can you do? You're just mostly looking at the controller anyway. Okay, the start button works. I love the opening cinematics for this game. The actual game itself is pretty awesome. I already reviewed Demolition and Power Battles, and I'm rating this higher than Power Battles and Demolition. What did I give Power Battles? Like an 8.3? I think that's what I gave it. Alright, start button. Okay, we don't need no save function. Okay. Tournament. Can you see what I'm doing here? Alright, I'm looking at what I'm doing on the screen. Sorry about the glare. Yeah, I love the robots on episode 1 through 3 or whatever. We're just going to pick the first one that comes up with the first levels and everything. So far so good. You can select with the A button. Cinematics, we don't have to worry about it. The glare don't seem too bad, but it just depends on the scenes. It's really bright outside today, but it's very windy. And I was thinking about recording some segments outside, but okay. Okay, A button is okay. Hey, the stick works. So, and I remember you have to like hit up. Let's see if you have to just find a straightaway and hit up on the analog stick. Not sure if you can tell what I'm doing here. Well, I'm not sure how to do the power up. You know, the boost, the speed boost. There's a way to do it. Oh, and what's weird is that you have to hit the X or Y button to, yeah, to move your character. Not sure if you can see, but let me play like this. I'm just proving that the analog stick works. So, yeah, no real gripes with it. It's just, I was able to move the pod racer around. And I don't know, just because it doesn't work with all games, like it doesn't work with Speed Devils and stuff, I got it to work pretty good with Spider-Man. And, you know, this game and everything, you know, it works. I just couldn't figure out how to boost, but we'll definitely get to the point where we're able to do that with the regular controller. I've said this before and I said it again, you can't go wrong with just the regular Dreamcast controller. It's just, it's no contest. Always go with the original retail stuff, but this one is unique and cool, and I like the fact that it's unique, and it has limited functionality, but for that reason, I'll give it like a 8.7, just based on nothing. It's just, I don't know, it feels good in the hands. The buttons are cheap, but I like that it's obscure, so it's kind of on the high end of an 8. So that's what I'm going to do. And maybe I can shoot some separate footage of just my hands on the controller as I'm playing. But I'll try to do that right now. It's going to be kind of hard on the tablet, but maybe I can figure out a way to do it. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Yeah, 8, what did I say, 8.6? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Do I recommend? It's uncommon. I'm not going to recommend just because, you know, you just never have problems with the original hardware stuff. But I do recommend for collectors, so I'll say that. And other than that, thanks for watching, guys.